Randall Hughes with GodGlorified.com, and we're commenting on today's reading for November the 6th, in which we read from Matthew chapter 21, Mark chapters 11 and 12, and then Luke 20 portions of Scripture. And so here we have Jesus being called Hosanna in the temple, and then praising him, and the Pharisees again criticizing and asking him not to, and then asking, as he cleansed the temple, he said, "My house shall be called a house of prayer of all nations." Help us, Lord, to make your house the house of prayer, and a place where people know they can receive answers to prayer and hear your word, God, and not to make it a den of thieves, God. We want to be right. We want to be right with you as well as with others. And then the cursing of the fig tree. And it's important to note that if a fig tree had leaves, it was supposed to have figs, is part of the understanding. It was the fact that it had the leaves that it had was an indication that it should potentially have figs. And so it wasn't like it was totally going by at a time when it shouldn't have figs and he just killed it. There was the signs of life, but no fruit. God, I want to bear fruit, not just look good. I've got to be fruitful. Help us to be fruitful, God. And so they said, this is a marvelous thing. And he said, all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive, Matthew 21:22. And then in Luke 11:24, he said, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. God, increase our faith. And when you stand, pray, forgive. Many don't understand this passage, but if you don't forgive others, God will not forgive you. Mark 11:25 and 26. It's also in Matthew, that same similar statement is given. And so it's important, imperative, that we've been forgiven so much that we forgive others. God, help us. I'm not saying it's always an easy thing, but it's important and critical that we do that. He then told the parable of asked them the question they were asking him, by what authority, after he'd cleansed the temple. And he said, tell me what authority, or was John's baptism from heaven or of men? And they could not say, because they knew that they had not obeyed. And so he told the parable of the vineyard and those that killed the prophets, or the servants, and finally the son. And then he talked about the stone which the builders have said and not rejected, same has become the head of the corner. It's marvelous, and it is Yahweh's doing. This is a quote from Psalm 118, verses 22 and 23. And so we want to be falling on the stone rather than the stone falling on us and being ground to powder. We want to fall upon his mercy and receive his grace.